Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. What it do on a what's today? On a Tuesday. Me, Big Bink, and my big bro Action Jackson right there. What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. Getting back in town.
Fresh out of Florida on a world premiere around the world sports extravaganza, man. Can I tell everybody what went down, man?
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. It was a tournament for my daughter. There was a AAU tournament in Florida. And it was just like hundreds of teams. Typical.
What sport?
Volleyball.
Okay.
So both my daughters play competitive volleyball. So they had the tournament in Florida, the AAU tournament. So shout out all to volleyball players. It was a lot. It was a ton. It's always like hundreds of volleyball players. So it was a 4-day tournament, and it was right there in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Right next to Disney. So me and my wife were like, okay, let's make it a vacation. Do the tournament and then take the girls to Disney, have a good vacation, chill out in Florida. But it all got messed up because my job kind of told me I couldn't have a vacation right now because of everything that's going on still. And so I had to cut it short. But they're still there. They went to Disney today, actually. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So they had the volleyball tournament at the ESPN Center?
No, it's the Orlando Civic Center. Orange Center, Orange Center, or something like that. Like I said, it was hundreds of teams there, a lot of girls, and it was a huge tournament. And they had like college recruiters there, the whole 9 yards. So,
man, I think when it's all said and done, man, I'm gonna shut it down and go to Florida, man, because Florida weather's nice, even though it got a million, hurricanes and all that stuff. But I like the houses, man. I like I like the grass. All the palm trees out there. I was in Davenport last month, as a matter of fact, and I had greatest time of my life. So,
yeah, the funny thing about that trip was we were staying at the Gaylord. Shout out to Gaylord, fabulous place.
Gaylord's off the chain.
Yeah, because they have one here in Texas. So
yeah,
and they had this one in Florida right next to Disney World, and it's like a few miles from there, but it's huge.
Yeah, actually, that particular Gaylord is where my daughter had her little cheer stuff. Part of her cheer stuff was there at the Gaylord. So I know that's about 95. I know exactly what you're talking. No, 4, Highway 4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, 4.
So
exactly
where y'all was at.
Exactly.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. It was dope. And so, but check this out, man.
Yeah.
So when I got there, I'm thinking, like, we pull into like the parking lot and I'm parking the car. I mean, not parking the car because I didn't go there. My wife picked me up from the airport. So we get there, get to the hotel, the Gaylord, and I'm thinking it's like a police substation or something. Because it's like a ton of police cars, bicycle police, just all kind of 5 right there at the Gaylord. I'm like thinking, like, damn, do they got like a police substation here? Come to find out, they were having some type of Trump convention right there at the Gaylord, and it was a bunch of people, bunch of Trump supporters there. People talking about he really won and Biden's not the president, walking around and all this other stuff.
Ain't that crazy, man? Ain't that crazy? Like these fools, man. Like we talk about what was the dude, the Pied Piper? What was the Pied Piper name? The purple
Peter Piper.
Well, whoever he was, the dude that
Peter Piper.
He led the mice to something. And they
they were trying to get rid of the mice and they hired him or something. But I'm just saying, these people still spitting this rhetoric, man. Almost January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Almost 6 months later.
Yeah.
That because I heard, it's different when you hear somebody say it in real life. Like I see people say it all the time, on television and stuff, news story, news specials. But when you meet somebody and they actually say it, and you just look at them like, wow, y'all really think that? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I didn't say anything. I just looked, and it was funny. But I mean, it was like deep for the first couple of days we were. I was there, and then all of a sudden it just kind of like cleared out. It was just like a 2-day thing. But then there was like no police there. The parking lot, the garage was emptied. I was like, damn. I was like, that's crazy. But I mean, I don't know who was there or who came to speak, but it was definitely, it had to be high level security because there was a lot of police there. But I mean, I wasn't even worried about that. I was just kind of like involved in the tournament, just having a good time. It was a great tournament. We had fun, man. I wish I could have stayed though, but it is what it is. I missed you guys, even though I did. I checked you guys out on the podcast. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You can see you in Florida. So shout out everybody in Florida right now too. Checking us out.
I'm tripping. Let me put these comments up. I'm tripping. Hold on. Let me see you check.
Big up everybody. So as you can tell, I'm hoarse from yelling and screaming.
Yeah. Left your esophagus in Florida.
Yeah. Because I mean, I was leaving it all out on the floor for my daughter in this tournament, trying to do her thing. So.
Look what Scott said. Scott said my neighbor across the street is in jail for breaking in the Capitol. He was on the news. Scott, if they come and get him, they came to the house. How did they get him? Because I mean, people came from all over the world. Yeah, I know they hooked up online and put their little plan together. But did the police come over on the block and get them?
Man, that's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you just at this point, you just don't even know what to say about that anymore, or just talk about that. It's like, really, we still talking about that. But their big plan, though, their thing, though, for the convention, because I saw the signs, was they're getting ready for 2022 and the midterm elections. So they want to try to make moves in 2022. And try to get back the majority in the Senate. And
because a lot of senators are up for re-election and stuff, huh?
Well, not a lot, but I mean, because senators got 6 years. So if you went through this past one in 2020, you're good till 2026. But some of them, it's different terms. So some of them are up for re-election, but I mean, it's only it's a 50-50, and we only have the majority because of the VP. So it's like it's really tight in the Senate. And again, they're trying to hold up a lot of stuff in the Senate right now, you guys, like with the voting rights and the infrastructure, a lot of stuff. I mean, it's funny how again when they were in charge, everything was okay, and now for us, it's just always obstruction.
How about
nothing is bipartisan?
How about in the Senate they saying that the stuff on January 6th never happened?
Yeah,
that I mean, like if that ain't no indication on just right and wrong, I mean, it's crazy. Can't believe it's happening. It's real. But if that's not an indication of just right and wrong, right and wrong for that matter,
just craziness. I mean, again, they don't want us to believe what we saw. And again, you can't think of a time or any time in your history, anybody out there listening right now, that you ever saw anybody charge the Capitol.
And then they
had in your lifetime.
Yeah. And then they had the special with the police who were definitely impacted, beat up, spit on, bear, what's that, bear spray all in their face. They had them on.
Yeah.
And one of the dudes was saying he couldn't even get a handshake from one of the congressmen who was saying it never happened. Like, it's like, and that's past black and white.
Yeah.
Now it's like us and them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is good. It's not about race, and it's never been about race to me. It's about the country, because it's like it's more than white people, more than black people, more than Asians, more than any other race you can think of or name in this country. And we are a melting pot, and we have to continue to exist as such. Otherwise, we'll be doomed. So I'm not down for the total destruction of the planet in America. So I have to learn, and we all have to learn how to live together. So again, it's never been about race. It's about the right and wrong for me. And what they did is wrong.
It's crazy.
In anybody's book, what they did is wrong. So again, we have to recognize that as such. But anyway, let's get off that subject because it's just too much. It's too much.
Let's go to people being gay then. Since we'll go from
great
people.
Great segue, Bink.
From people who be doing gay stuff to an actual gay person. So
stay off my Raiders, though. Stay off my Raiders.
Hold on, yeah, he played for the Raiders.
Yeah,
well, he used to play for the Raiders or something.
No, he still does play for the Raiders.
And I forget his name, but you know what,
Carl.
We're gonna transfer to another studio. Shout out Michael Sean and him, and we gonna play their stuff. So here's a football player who made a video today, and just they say came out. I just say announced to the world that he was gay.
What's up, people? I'm Carl Nassib. I'm at my house here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best life. I got the best family, friends, and job a guy could ask for. I'm a pretty private person, so I hope you guys know that I'm really not doing this for attention. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary. But until then, I'm going to do my best and do my part to cultivate a culture that's accepting, that's compassionate. And I'm going to start by donating $100,000 to the Trevor Project. They're an incredible organization. They're the #1 suicide prevention service for LGBTQ youth in America. And they're truly doing incredible things. And I'm very excited to be a part of it, to help in any way that I can. And I'm really pumped to see what the future holds. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a great day. Work hard.
So, my thing is, that's cool. He made his video. We would definitely want to hear your comments. Y'all check in with the comments. But why did he feel he had to make a video? Like, was somebody on social media blasting him, or? And I'm just asking, it's a rhetorical question. We just don't know the answer. Like, why did he feel he had to make a video?
Because he said he said it in the video.
But something had to trigger it off. It ain't like, you just be like, you know what? I didn't shave today. Hey, how you doing? This is Big Bink. I didn't shave today. I just, these particles are kind of growing. So I just, I just want to be free and shave whenever I want to, but I want to let you know. Like what made him go and do that video?
Well, I think, again, because he said, it was kind of clear to me, he wanted to be an advocate for that position right now because he knows he's a person of influence in the NFL and he can change things. And what he says matters. We know what these athletes say matter. No matter what you say, they influence. They are influencers. So again, him being the face of it now and saying that, hey, I'm gay, I'm coming out. You don't have to be ashamed. And he said he wants to cultivate a society that's more accepting. And there's nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, he can do whatever he wants to do. He put $100,000 where his mouth was and put it toward a charity and a society that's helping out with kids that are dealing with suicide and dealing with coming out and being gay. So again, I applaud him and his efforts. And you know what I mean? I don't have no problem with it. And he's a Raider, so I'm cool with it. And on top of that, check this out, though.
Yeah.
I add this little cherry on top. Because according to TMZ, now that he's come out, he's got the #1 selling jersey in the NFL.
Really?
In the last 24 hours. The #1.
Golly. Go figure.
So a lot of people are like, yeah, okay, I ain't got no problem with that. Come on, man, you know, and everybody else know. There has been rumors, allegedly. I don't know. And please, don't nobody come tackle, get mad at me. But there have been rumors swirling around that there is a lot of homosexuality in the NFL. and the guys just don't come out. And we understand why they don't. I'm sure. But at the same time, it's there. So to make it known and come out, I think it does help out, and it does allow other younger people to have a voice in this matter.
But look at this. Look at this. I hate to bring racing to the picture, but what was the dude name? Michael Sam? Was that his name for the Rams?
Yeah.
The dude from Missouri.
Yeah, when he came out, oh yeah.
So he came out, I'm gay and all this old stuff, and people were talking about it. He was on the news. He was on all these channels, and everybody was talking about him, and everybody had an opinion, and black community was in uproar, and the black community was supportive, and they got rid of his ass.
God.
Like he didn't even play in a game.
He
might have played in a couple of preseason games, maybe, but he was part of the Rams. And then after a while, he wasn't part of the Rams. And I remember there was talk about the Cowboys trying to acquire him.
Yeah,
but that didn't happen. And so I don't know where he at now, but he's not in the NFL.
No, he's not. I mean, I remember him when he came out. I mean, because that was a huge deal, actually. When he came out, if anybody in the comment section can remember his name, just please chime that in. But that was Google that for us.
It was Michael Sam. That was his name.
Michael Sam. No, yeah. I was saying, like, what is he doing now? And all this
I don't know.
Yeah. So find that out for us real quick. Do some research. Get on it. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's never the same. You know that it's never going to be equal. I mean, it's just not. And sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And you can't even compare it to the same thing because they were both. I mean, this guy's like a no name, really. You know what I mean?
True.
And Michael Sam was too. So it wasn't like it was a superstar against a nobody. So they're both equal on that level. I mean, you do have to quantify it with the whole color thing at that point because again, nothing. All the other things are equal except for the race. So again, you have to say to yourself, this happens. And it's blatant, it's sad. But what can you do? You just gotta be like, call it what it is and keep it moving.
I guess so. And Billy brings up we had Cole Beasley on the show a couple of weeks ago. We talked about him juggling his career of being a professional football player, one of the key players on the Buffalo Bills, where he's a wideout.
Shout out my man Faz.
Definitely got to shout out Big Faz. And, Cole Beasley was like, I ain't getting vaccinated. What did he say? I'd rather live my life or something. I don't want to misquote him. But
Cole Beasley's a Texan. He's a hardcore Texan.
And this just goes to, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? And I just happen to agree with him, to be honest. But, at the end of the day, kind of like going back to the other football players, it's about a choice and, your truth and how you walk in your truth, I guess.
But do you, I mean, now that he's come out and say, for example, you see him in a couple of games doing what he's doing and he does good, does well, doesn't do anything. I don't know, whatever. I mean, do you look at him differently? I mean, I understand why he came out, but I mean, what is your thing about him coming out?
It's just like it came out of nowhere. Like I can see, I can see if something happened in the NFL, let's say, or it ain't even got to be in the NFL. Well, it ain't even got to be in the NFL. Let's say, let's talk about, you see people who are trans and people who are gay getting beat up all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if that was happening and there was a big news story on somebody and then everybody started coming out, I'd be like, oh, okay, they supporting, but just to come out and I don't have a problem with it either, but just to come up out the blue, hey, I'm gay. Just want to let you know that. Please support. I'm like, well, what happened? Like, why do he feel he had to come out? I know he gave the bread and I know he's doing good in the hood, but at the end of the day, he said the Raider Nation is standing behind him.
That's right, Dave. That's
I saw the tweet. I saw him tweeted, and this is the new normal. You know what I'm saying? People coming out and all that stuff. I just, when you think about reproduction, that's one of my only, not ain't my only, but that's one of the main, one of my main
problems with same-sex couples. I mean, there is no reproduction.
Yeah, but
not a natural reproduction. No,
it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen, but you got to realize. Well, I mean,
I ain't realizing nothing.
No, I'm just saying, what is the issue with reproduction? We're not gonna have enough people.
No, because there's not gonna be enough African Americans.
Well, no, that's not.
We gonna just end up canceling ourselves out. Absolutely.
But I mean, again, I'm just saying.
I am too.
I'm just saying. If you believe the stories on
unless you're telling me two dudes can have a kid.
No, they can't. But my thing is, if you believe the stories in the Bible, then you know there has been gay people since the beginning of time.
Right, but they ain't had no kids though.
No, but then the population ain't changed. It's just gotten bigger. So so it doesn't your thought pattern on this situation don't make sense. It's like if they're gonna hurt the reproduction process, there's been gay people since the beginning of time. The planet's gotten bigger, more people.
Yeah, but they wasn't. Well, you know, we account for 14% of the population in the world. 14%.
Yeah,
and you know, in about 5 years, the majority race will be Latino, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So we way behind. Just like every race is trying to produce their own. If we got to worry about this alternate lifestyle affecting African Americans, which it does, we in trouble.
I mean, I can't agree with that again because we're people of color, so we classify it as not so much as black, but a people of color. So there will always be colored people on the planet. So I'm not worried about it.
I'm talking about black people.
Okay,
we're talking about black people. If you mix with something black, you black.
Yeah. So I
don't care if you got a little ounce of black. You know, ain't it crazy how we can look at somebody and tell if they black or not? Look, black people, we can look at somebody. No, all of them. Black people, we can actually look at a picture of somebody and they can be the whitest of the white to you. But we know, we can just look at them somewhere down the line. Oh no, she is some black in her. And we just know it. Even when we talk about African, I'm talking about straight up Africans. Because, you know, some people think Africans and African Americans look just alike, and we don't. But we can tell if somebody from Africa, but they black. Even the cool ones, like Akon. You know what I'm saying? I know he's from Senegal, I think. But we can look at Akon and be like, oh no, he's from Africa. You know, we know he's from Africa. But it's just something that it's an innate behavior or an innate, I don't know what the word is, but we can just tell, just like that. You know.
Well, we made that mistake with that chick that was posing as black and was white. Just because we thought. Remember that lady that was posing as black, but was
Rachel
white?
Dahl. Rachel Dahl, and she was head of the NAACP in Seattle, or DC or something.
Yeah.
So you can look at her and tell someone right. Even when I looked at her,
people assume because her features. Because she's
first of all, she was.
They were like, "Oh, she got some in her." So
she had those fake, those fake white dreads. You know, white people can't grow dreads. You know what I'm saying? But she kept it going. Like then they end up. Somebody found a picture of her when she was like 16. Oh my God, she looked like Christine or Carrie. Remember those with Carrie?
Yeah.
You know, so we just can tell. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out 2V Stream. Somebody checking in with it. That's a nice logo too.
Yeah, dope. I love that. Appreciate you guys checking this out. It's Big Bink's Break Room Podcast. Man, make sure you tell your friends and tell a friend. Share, download the app. It is free. Media Room 360. And all you got to do is go to your Play Store and your phone and hit it up. Media Room 360. Boom. Download the app. We're right there. And you can check us out every night, Monday through Thursday, live. 8 p.m. Central.
Let's go to another video here that I want.
Is Shawnee doing a track?
Yeah, Shawnee is with the girls. They said they get out about 8:30.
Okay.
So we might be able to catch Shawnee in a second.
Yeah.
And
Shout out Shawnee, always doing her thing in the morning time with Michael Sean and Takeover Legends. Shout out Jay Black, Cam, Sexy Mo, and the track. Did you see girl on the track? Are you in with the Ruckus? What they doing with our homegirl from Texas?
yeah, she cute too.
And it's Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri.
She made sure that's D-Town right there. Say it again.
And it's Sha'Carri.
Yeah, get
And
it right.
She got the blonde hair popping. What you say, girl?
And it's Sha'Carri.
Look at that little look she gives him at the end. Like, get it right.
Let's do
And
it.
it's Sha'Carri.
Look at that look. Yeah, like get it right.
Be playing.
Even more spectacular than what we just saw. She's saying, look at me. Look at what I can do. The nails, the hair, the attitude, but the speed.
Hold on. Look how she cut, though. Look at her arms. Look how cut she is.
Even more spectacular than what we just saw. She's saying, look at me. Look at what I can do. The nails, the hair, the attitude, but the speed.
Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Wait, does it look like she just gliding through the air? Hold on. Let me look at that again.
Even more spectacular than what we just saw. She's saying, look at me. Look at what I can do. The nails, the hair, the attitude, but the speed.
So
She gonna embarrass somebody in Tokyo.
oh yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
I'm
That's
just saying that right now. She gonna embarrass somebody in Tokyo.
Sha'Carri Richardson, right out of Dallas, Texas, where our show is based, out of Dallas, Texas, and she went to the trials and like showed out, like she killed it. So I don't know. I'm not a track guy, so I don't know that stuff. But I know whatever race she was in, she dusted them. Like,
Yeah, it was 100.
like 100 what?
100 meters.
Oh, okay. So yeah, is that half the track, the whole track, or
Just the lane, just that one lane.
or just a lane? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, no turns or nothing, just straight away.
Yeah, just straight away. No turns, nothing, just straight away. And she was pointing at the clock because she was just letting them know that she wasn't even, she got speed, dog. To pull up to point at the clock and you ahead, it just lets everybody know, like, I wasn't even really doing my thing. I'm playing with y'all right now. That's what she said too.
Oh man. So yeah, the whole state of Texas, especially here in Dallas, is big up in her, talking about her. She getting all kind of shine. And she just represented the city. She went to the famous David W. Carter High School, which is where Shawnee went also. And they're known for producing talent. They also had a movie. What's the name of the movie? Carter High.
Yeah,
that was the name of the movie with David Banner and Charles S. Dutton was in it, and a couple other people
about the football team.
About the football team.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal. And like I said, they produced, I think some people from the NFL came from Carter, I think. So, but yeah, what she say, Sha'Carri? Did she say Sha'Carri or Sha'Carri? I don't forget that damn quick.
Play it again.
Yeah. I think she said Sha'Carri.
Let them know because they need
And
to.
it's Sha'Carri.
Sha'Carri. Oh, one more time.
And it's Sha'Carri.
What's your name, girl?
And it's Sha'Carri.
Already. That's what we say in Dallas. Already. Okay.
Sha'Carri. Yeah.
Sha'Carri.
And they were talking about her hair. And let me explain allegedly what I heard about the hair. Because everybody was on her hair and her nails. So if again you didn't hear the backstory to that, allegedly, because I don't want to say I know, it was her friend, one of her best friends, talked her into doing her hair like that because the hair when she was running was supposed to represent fire, as she was running on fire, kind of like
really,
a la the Hunger Games. Like the hair was supposed to be like representing, like she was running so fast, she was on fire. So if you play it, it looks like her hair is like flames coming off flames while she's running. So
yeah, well, I mean, she did that.
Yeah.
The Tokyo Games start at the end of July or the middle of July, right? Do they got volleyball in the Olympics?
Yeah, but it's they do actually, indoor and sand.
I like the sand one better.
Yeah, the if you watch
When the women play, not the dudes.
yeah, if you watch the volleyball in the Olympics, that's about the same level and or skill level that my daughters play with.
Really?
Yeah, that's about the same skill level that the clubs that they play against are on. So yeah, it's really intense. Pretty intense.
I was looking at this thing that just came down on TMZ. Says Vanessa Bryant settles wrongful death lawsuit against the helicopter company that killed in the Kobe crash.
Yeah.
So is that 2 years later? That's 1 year later, 1 year and a half later. And she ended up the weather conditions and extremely low. She claimed the weather conditions and extremely low blinding fog were not conducive to flying. And she claimed that the pilot failed to properly assess and monitor the weather before taking off. And
yeah, the settlement is supposed to be undisclosed though, right?
Let's see. According to TMZ, this is all according to TMZ. Settled. Yeah, they didn't give the amount. But I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but it ain't like she need the money. Whatever it is, she gonna get. You know, this will just this will be more money for them for his kids. So, wow.
Yeah, or she could do a foundation. She could set up a foundation or like a Kobe Bryant Foundation for kids to go to college or something like that. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. I mean, but I'm sure she'll whatever settlement she gets, she'll do the right thing with it. She's a smart girl, smart woman. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. So you know, and shoot, it's a year and a half later, and I know it's still probably crazy for going through the whole thing, constantly being reminded of that crazy day at the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't again. I mean, you and I are married, so we know. And a lot of people, other people out there, and then married people and beyond that. But everybody knows how it feels to lose somebody. But imagine if we, lost our loved ones. But the magnitude of that. Excuse me, you guys. But he was a superstar. You know what I mean? Everybody knew him. So I mean, it's like you can never really get away from that. You know what I mean? Like if something happened to my wife or my kids, God forbid, just a few friends and no, I can still walk around the planet and don't have to worry about, everybody knowing.
Right.
Like everywhere she goes, it's like people know, like, wow. So she can never get away from it. I'm sure seeing her race in Texas relays when she was in high school at Dallas area students representing. Yes, Kathy. And hello to you, Kathy, too, by the way. Always love seeing you, Kathy, in the morning and in the evening. Kathy is a soldier and just gotta love those that have been loyal to us since the beginning, because we've been doing this for a while, and Kathy's been here for the long haul. So thank you, Kathy.
Show love you, Kathy. Let me ask y'all this. Everybody checking out the show on whatever platform you might be on. This is Big Bink's Break Room Podcast with me and my main man Action Jackson and our homegirl Shawnee. With your opinions, our stories, and then together we get together and we, help push the culture forward with our thoughts and your reactions. Listen to this. I don't know if I'm shouting out IKEA or if I'm going to go there and protest. I don't know if y'all heard about this. We recently celebrated Juneteenth.
Yes.
And there was an IKEA in the South, in Atlanta, who thought it would be a great idea to award their employees with a lunch. Well, you probably say,
it wasn't the meatballs.
like what kind of lunch? Well, they wrote out a special menu to honor Juneteenth. Here's the menu: fried chicken, watermelon,
ooh,
mac and cheese,
Potato salad. They put an E on potato. Potato salad. Collard greens.
A la Dan Quayle.
Candied yams.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean that's some soul food, but that watermelon and fried chicken, who idea was that? Did he just say get a nigga some watermelon, that'll be all right? Like, who idea was that? Did they have a watermelon spitting the seed out contest? Like, Akia, what the hell is wrong with you? Of any day in the world, to if you want some press, you got it today, baby.
Yeah, and it's funny too because it's like out of all the stereotypes, and I love fruit, and watermelon is the only one I'm allergic to. I can't eat it. Makes my stomach, for some reason, it just every time I get it, it is not good. But
I mean, during slavery, that's what the slaves used to eat, watermelon, and it wasn't chicken; it was the chicken bones and intestines from pigs.
Yeah. Like we got the scraps, but yeah, I mean, I get it. Not funny though. Not funny at all. I mean, because everything they served was seriously so stereotypical.
Oh, absolutely.
Of what they think we eat, and then on top of that, they make it horribly. So unless they got unless they got
straight bland,
unless they had a bunch of grandmothers in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't really popping.
Not at all.
Now, if they had Kathy in the kitchen and that fried chicken and let's see, macaroni and cheese, that would have been it. I would have got on that.
Now the greens was horrible. I just know they probably opened some Glory greens and just poured it in one of them aluminum things.
Now I love Glory greens though. Don't get me wrong, but that yeah.
Well, great value greens then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Glory greens are good, but it's like they messed up the greens, and then if they spell potato salad with an E,
with an E, they did that with an E. I'm like, okay,
yeah, that had raisins in it.
And let's hope the homie Chris Brown don't end up going back to jail. Being reported on TMZ that some girl was over his house and Chris Breezy smacked the girl, and he smacked her so hard her weave fell out her hair.
I'm sorry, that came out. That was an accident. Come out. I'm sorry.
Now we don't know if this is true. We just reporting it, but Chris Brown is the last person that needs to hit anybody, especially a female. He's the last person need to do that because BET, although it's not as popular as it was back in 2008 when he made his comeback, or was it 2010 when he happened to sing "Man in the Mirror" on BET and people started to embrace him again. That ain't happening this year. BET ain't what it was. So she claimed that the slap made part of her weave come out, and they took a battery report and named Chris as the suspect. Now, it could be the beautician's fault, who probably didn't put the glue in. They might could have hollered at her. Yeah, they might could have hollered at old girl who put the Gorilla Glue and jacked their head up for life. But no injuries aside from the weave that was crooked, no arrest.
Yeah, so not to make light of the situation, but at the same time, it's like not that you got to recognize who you're dealing with if you're dealing with Chris Brown as a female. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, we don't know, even though he was named as a suspect. So I don't want to put Chris Brown under the mic like that. But it's like it's not a good look, like you say. But again, we don't know. So just hopefully it's not him. And this is just some chick trying to get a come up and we don't know about, but it's a bad way to try to get a come up.
Yeah, because since then he been on fire. Like Chris Brown. I mean, like if they're gonna do a versus, go ahead and do Chris Brown and Drake. That'll be the ultimate versus.
Oh no, Drake could crush you. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, Drake could crush you. Drake could crush you.
We need y'all in the comments on this one. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so glad they end up doing a song together. But I don't think Drake
will body him. Yeah, Drake will body him. Chris got some good He's got some good features, but I mean,
take away the feature. Just talk about the songs.
yeah, I mean, not that he don't got hits. I'm not saying he doesn't. He does. He got a lot of hits. I think Drake got more, and then I think just as a character itself, Drake is just more likable.
I think Chris Brown been out longer too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Chris Brown was out longer as a teenager.
So Run It came out in like 02, 03. And Drake came out. He was on that Every Girl verse back in 07. So I mean, both of them have had long withstanding great careers.
Yeah, but
it don't even seem like
I don't know if Chris Brown has come out with more continuous bangers than Drake has, because everything Drake puts out is just like it's in rotation.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. Chris versus Neo or Usher, not Drake. Neo, no. Neo need to do a versus against Jesse Powell or somebody. Neo cool.
Now Usher might give Chris a run. I would say Usher would be
Usher.
Good
So who is on? So Drake and LL Cool J. Like who is it?
Ah, God, man. Against Drake. Yeah, it's hard, dog. I'm telling you, because Drake is just. I mean, again, Chris is doing his thing too, because. I think overall he's just a good performer, because I loved his role in Takers. You remember Takers? Did you see Takers?
I did.
Like when he was in Takers, I bought that role.
Yeah.
Except for at the end. I thought
he probably did his own stunts too. When he got you talking about when he got shot behind the couch. Did he get shot behind the couch?
No. He didn't get shot behind when him and his brother went out like they did.
Oh, right.
I was like, whatever.
I'm pretty sure he did his own stunts too.
Yeah, he probably did. But I'm just saying, like, so he can act. My point being, and he can sing. He's a talent, just like Drake. He can act. He can sing.
Yeah.
Drake just don't dance. Chris got him on the dancing.
Oh, it ain't even close.
Yeah, it's not even. But
like in the No Guidance video, that was funny how they did that.
Yeah. So again, match somebody up against Drake. I don't know. Ain't no competition for Drake. Billy says. I don't know. There is some out there, but I mean, you gotta think. You gotta go big. If you're gonna come for Drake, you gotta go big. But
I'm trying to see like who can it be? I mean, if it ain't Chris Brown, it ain't nobody else that done had a hit every year since 07. He done had a hit on the charts just about every year since 07. Every year. Something from him was playing. I'll say on the radio. I don't know if on the charts, but some on the radio every year since 07.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to go in that situation. You got to go for the same popularity.
14. Okay, yeah. You said what now?
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, you got to go for the same popularity in the same realm, and the only other person would be Hove, man. I mean, it had to be Hove, because Hove hit for hit can match Drake. Maybe not the same expanded time span, but hit for hit, he can match Drake.
I don't know.
Come on, man. If Drake come out with something, Hove can fire right back. Hove can fire right back.
I don't know, man. That's really they had a song together called Pound Cake. I remember that. That was
yeah. Pound Cake was dope. But I'm just saying, Drake has had a more continuous run of hits. But if they did a versus, I surely believe any song Drake can come out with, Hov can come out with a banger right behind it.
Now here's something else. We mentioned Usher. We mentioned Drake. We mentioned Chris Brown. Recently, an article in TMZ was talking about T-Pain and how Usher told T-Pain he messed up music. Like he literally told T-Pain, dude, you messed music up, man. And I'll quote from this article. T-Pain actually wrote a book or something. Let me see. Much needed content that's all blow everyone. He's writing something. He wrote, I still love and respect Usher. Telling that story was no
was in no way meant to disrespect that man. People talk. If he adds, if I never said fuck Usher, it was a drop in the ocean. Hold on, man. I'm reading this wrong. Oh, what the hell is going on here? Wait a minute. I'm trying to find the actual quote. According to T, Usher believed T-Pain had tainted professional singing for guys like Usher who use their natural voice, and he supposedly said it with a straight face. Basically, you fucked up music. T-Pain said he was shocked, and before he knew it, he realized he'd fallen into a depression. It lasted 4 years, something he seems to be attributing to the Usher moment itself. It's a wild story. I have to say I do not agree with Usher because T-Pain can sing without auto-tune. However, the thing that people don't know, T-Pain face, name, and likeness and story should be in all Black history books. Because what T-Pain started back in 02, 03 when I'm sprung, at least when I first heard him,
Yeah.
it's still being used to this day by people who can sing and people who can't. If I'm not mistaken, Usher used auto-tune on one of them damn songs. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was straight auto-tune everywhere, you know, when Buy You a Drink and all that stuff and all the other songs that was out at that time, because everybody hopped on it and started using it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have no problem with it. It definitely changed the industry, though. It's no denying that.
It changed the industry, and it's still, I mean, people still using it to this day.
Yeah. I mean, he just gave artists another tool.
Yeah, even the death of auto-tune, the one Jay-Z did.
Yeah.
I mean, that wasn't even no hit. You know, I mean, it was all right, but nobody was like, oh man, he done killed T-Pain's career.
No.
You know, he did put him on halt for a minute though, but I mean, T-Pain still came back and did his thing. T-Pain was on so much music during that time, though. The early 2000s, he was everywhere.
T-Pain had a run, dog. Had a nice run, because you can't think of probably a song back then didn't have like a T-Pain influence.
Sure, yeah. and my favorite song from T-Pain is Bartender. It's like my favorite song ever.
Mine is with Lil Wayne. Can't Believe It.
That's a good one too. I forgot about that one. Yeah. The video was dope, man. See, I wish we could play it on here, but they'll cut us off.
Yeah, the video was smashing, and then I just love Wayne's verse on that. T-Pain, just the whole concept was fly to me. But yeah, Can't Believe It.
Yeah, the whole circus theme and roller coasters and all that.
Yeah,
it was dope. But I mean, I like I said, I disagree with the homie Usher. Like, I mean, Usher came in at the tail end of when artists were still being developed. You know what I'm saying? He was, 13, 14. I remember playing this record, Just Call Me a Mac, in college in 1992. I remember him having a James Worthy jersey on and them chilling in that 6'4" for Can You Get With It? And I mean, he was the dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, he's had a marvelous career. Now it's about time for him to drop some new music. So we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Remember Booty Work, and they parodied that in Pitch Perfect. That was funny. That
Which one?
Funny. Booty Work.
With Kevin Hart?
No.
Kevin Hart was in the video.
No, yeah. Kevin Hart was in the video, exactly. And but they parodied it, and that acapella thing, Pitch Perfect.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, let me see your booty. Pitch Perfect is a great film too, by the way.
Oh, no, I never seen that movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, who's in that movie? Pitch Perfect.
Man, it's about acapella groups, and let's see.
Is it?
Yeah, man, it's dope, man. You love Pitch Perfect. Is
Pantonics on there?
I'm not sure. I don't get me because it's been a long day, but. Yeah. But that's a perfect family movie, B. You gotta watch Pitch Perfect. The first one. Not the second one. Not the second one first, but the first one.
It's on Netflix?
It should be. It should be like
Okay.
on. It's old. Yeah, the first one's like real old. But yeah, you gotta watch that. If you like acapella, it's a cute movie. The kids will love it. Mo will love it. I'm telling you. If into that, it's real cool.
I'm definitely gonna check it out. Yeah, you're right, Billy. Like Roger Troutman started that whole thing with the voice box.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That was a different form of auto tune, if you will, because I mean, obviously it auto tuned your voice, so it altered the voice. So absolutely. Trying to think who else used auto tune. Teddy Riley, he still uses it to this day.
Yeah. Teddy Riley for sure.
But nobody did it like T-Pain, though. I must say. I mean, in the 80s, that whole wave of funk and digital beats and all that stuff, and what Roger did was amazing. But you know,
yeah, but that was a different era. When you
definitely different era.
Yeah, when you're talking about like the modern, when because it was at that point, and you have to admit, like when they took our two greats, like Pac and Biggie, hip hop was lost for a minute, and we were trying to find out who was the king, who was going to go forward, who was going to lead. And it was a lot of music coming out back then, a lot of good music too, as a matter of fact, because that's when you had like the Ludacris's popping off and doing their thing, and Outkast was really bumping off, the whole Dungeon Family, and T-Pain was in that vein after that realm that came up through that and just propelled it. Because like I said, he changed it because everybody started. I mean, it just flipped it to a point because when you think of Roger, that's more like an R&B, like funk kind of thing. It wasn't hip-hop.
Right. Oh yeah. But I mean, we borrow from Roger.
Oh yeah,
California.
I mean, they borrow from everybody.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of pop music did have Roger Troutman. Be All Right is Keep Your Head Up. You know, I Can't Get Around is another Roger joint. You know, and we all know California Love.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
So
yeah, they give love to the greats. They definitely do that. I mean, because you got to acknowledge because their music was great. Because back then there were bands, man, like bands, just whole bands. You remember go seeing a whole band?
Yeah, and everybody had an instrument. You know, wasn't nobody just sitting there doing. You know, everybody had an instrument.
Hey y'all,
what's up?
Man, hold up, the boss is here
in the house.
We talking about Usher. We talking about Usher telling T-Pain he messed up music. Well, he effed up music. Yeah, that's what Usher. I saw that, Billy. I saw some of them videos in Tulsa. It was Cameo and The Time, right?
Lord. Put that in there so people
Cameo
know.
and The Time, right? I think. But yeah, Usher told T-Pain he messed up music, and T-Pain said he was depressed for 4 years.
When did Usher tell him that? Oh, not recently.
Not recently.
4 years ago.
T-Pain can sing.
Years ago. Yeah, he can sing without that stuff. Oh, Mario and Cameo. He can sing without that stuff. He had a song with Dreezy called was it Close to You? It should have been a hit, but because it was T-Pain without the auto-tune, they didn't really push it like they were supposed to. Great song. It was a great song.
He did amazing on The Masked Singer.
Yes.
Didn't he win the first season?
He won.
Right? Yeah.
He was the monster.
Yeah. So people don't I really like Wayne Brady when he was on there.
Oh yeah, Wayne Brady did an amazing job.
He killed it. Like he don't get his just due because you know I put him and Byron Allen and a little bit of Will Smith and you know all them in the same arena. And I only say this because they are so talented. They are icons. They are moguls, but they don't get the respect they deserve. You know what I'm saying? Byron Allen owned the Weather Channel, $330 billion plus.
Yeah, Byron Allen owns a lot. I've tried to reach out to him to, for him to be a mentor.
Yeah, they understood early in the game. It's about that business.
Byron Allen is the truth.
Yes.
And then he was still trying to take the cable people to
he won.
He won?
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't know he won. I know he was saying that the monies wasn't being allotted, for black people, right? Black businesses. You know what I'm saying? And if it was just a small percentage of stuff we were getting. I know Roland Martin used to talk about that too.
Yeah, those
So
are the kind of mentors I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get Byron Allen level.
yeah, so if anybody know Byron Allen, tell him I've been following him since he did the overnight interview thing. I forgot the Byron Allen show, whatever it was.
Byron Allen show. Another one is Robert Townsend. He's a good one.
Oh man,
yeah, Robert Townsend. Yeah,
Robert Townsend kind of fine though. I saw him in person. I was like, you don't look like this on TV. I'll holler. I mean, a sugar daddy. Hey,
that's what that is. Get your sugar on. Hey. He's definitely, man, the stuff he done did from Hollywood Shuffle to the Five Heartbeats and the writing, the Parenthood, and just all the stuff, Meteor Man, and just all the stuff he did, man. White Shadow back in the day, he was in that. I think he was in Cooley High too. He was in Cooley High.
Yeah,
he was in Cooley High. He's on the basketball court.
He did this. He did an event in Dallas. I can't remember what it was, but he had a lot of projects coming up, and he was looking for new talent. And he came to Dallas and did a big audition. It was like Dallas, Houston. It was a little run he did trying to get new talent. That's when I was like, hey, Mr. Townsend, how you doing?
Anybody know him? Hit him up on the DM. Tell him he's got 3 talented African Americans ready to work for his network.
I got on my new shirt that you gave me Sunday. When was it? Sunday. We saw Kevin.
Well, that was Sunday. Yeah.
What's up, Kev? Hey, I always repost Kevin's stuff. He always gets good stuff.
Settle for $10 billion in racial discrimination lawsuit. Wow.
Yeah, Kevin gave me a new purse too. It's nice.
Oh my God, you got it?
Let me go get it.
Go get that god dog purse. Even I got excited.
I'm like billion though. I'm still on the billion, man. 10 billion. I mean,
man, Byron Allen got that in this toilet. $10 billion. Just money, just everywhere.
Billion
everywhere.
B. I mean that his kids.
Oh yeah. They all going to the ocean air.
Yeah. They ain't gonna have no problems. No problems like we got problems. They got problems. They ain't got problems. We got problems.
Exactly. While we're on here, we got Kevin Kirksey, one of our partners in the Media Room 360, who is the originator, who is the owner of KevinKirksey.com. It's an independent clothing brand. I happen to have on a hat from the line. Now, it ain't just hats and shirts and
see mine in the background. I got my hat in the background back there.
So Action has his in the background, but then he also makes.
I always keep some Kevin Kirksey.
That's what it is. He also makes. The company also makes purses. So if you look at this purse that's shiny,
now you can see it.
Let me show you the big one. Sorry, it took so long. I didn't realize it was that far away. But this is the
nice
first bag. And then it comes with this second bag. I haven't put the strap on it.
Oh, they had a strap too? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it got a strap. So yeah, you can wear it as a crossbody.
My wife would love the big one, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Is it coming out?
Yes. Look at that, Billy.
You got colors, Kevin?
Billy say he saw your search at Juneteenth in Tulsa.
But he thought they were knockoffs. Hey, David.
I don't know how to take that, Billy.
They bootlegging Kevin? Are they bootlegging you, Kevin? You big when they bootlegging you, Kevin. Just know that. When somebody's bootlegging the Kirksey, you know you're big.
Oh, man. But go to the website, KevinKirksey.com, just like it sounds. KevinKirksey.com. Go to the website, check out the gear, check out the new Yamp collection. Man, I mean, this ain't clothes that's gonna shrink. You know what I'm saying? These are clothes that's gonna last. Mm-hmm. These clothes are 100%. I think they cotton. That's what it is, right? Cotton.
Well, it depends on what it is. Like these are the little stretchy shirts. So they are not the Bella brand, but I can't remember the name of it. I have to look at it and see. So some of them are 50-50. They're, some of them are.
They're just good quality.
Yeah, they don't shrink.
Yeah,
they don't shrink.
Everything is.
They don't start looking like you've been chewing on them because saw somebody's stuff, and I really wanted to support the person. I really did. But when I was sitting there looking at the shirt on them after they've worn it a couple times, I'm like, it's all stretched out.
And the
And
first thing to
you
go
want
be
$40?
them
I don't
collars be
think so.
like them collars be like this after the first wear.
Yeah, and the
Collars be the
sleeves
first thing
all
to go.
stretched out. I was like, no.
5% spandex. Damn, 95% cotton. Yeah, it's real talk. Like I didn't wash all my shirts and they fit.
They look good.
beautifully.
Yeah. Even my bling shirts, they ain't lose color.
Or the little bling things, they still on there.
I still love the hats, and I wasn't really a hat person, but I love the hats.
I had to fit into these hats. Like at first I was wearing it wrong, but now they're perfect. And I'll be wearing this at the trampoline park when I DJ. Be like, yeah.
And they be probably excuse me.
Like,
on the air.
I wear the baseball cap when I play golf all the time. People think I'm representing some huge golf brand, like I'm wearing Kevin Kirk's there. Like, oh man, this dude got a brand on.
Yeah, they do. Because when I was telling Kevin, when me and my daughter went to the Apple store over on Knox Street, I think over by
75.
Yeah,
this lady is a white lady in front of me. I had on a blue shirt with the white embroidered K on it, but then we had the mask on that were like this.
Ooh, them masks pop, don't they?
Oh yeah.
We had these masks on. We both had that on.
Them masks
And
pop.
then she had on a Kevin Kirksey shirt, and the lady was like, "What is that? What does that mean? That symbol that you're wearing, and where can I get it?" And I explained it to her. And she was like, "Oh, well, how can we get it?" I gave her the website, so hopefully she went on there and bought something. Yeah, I had to give her that look because they see me on the air, and she just go in there and start slamming, slamming the kitchen cabinets. I'll be glad when I get the dividers put up on this part of the house.
Yeah.
So I don't have to hear them. Shawnee, tell the fellas about me impersonating Louis Armstrong in front of Michael Sean. That was funny. Okay, so David and his wife came out to Michael Sean's comedy show last week or whenever it was.
Yeah. How was that?
Oh, it was good. He had a good crowd. It was good. He had a good turnout. All the comedians were on point. It was nice to meet some of the people that are here watching because they came out as well.
Oh, nice.
But y'all know me, so you don't kind of understand how some of this goes. So I'm walking over. The show is over, and I'm walking over to Mike to say bye, and settle up on whatever we got to settle up on. And this dude, is standing there, and he's like, "Hey, Shawnee." And I looked at him. I didn't know who it was. So I said, "Hi." And he said, "Hey, Shawnee, again, I'm David." And I said, "Okay, hi." Because I'm like, who is this? What the hell is wrong with this nigga coming out of the side? Standing over here. And then he said, "I'm David, the one that be on the show." I was like, "Oh, that's David." Then he just bust out into this impersonation of Louis Armstrong because he did it on the show one time.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then because before I really figured out who he was, Mike had turned around by then. I said, "Mike, this is David." David? But yeah, David and his wife came out. It was a really good time. I hope y'all come out to the next one. The next one is it's going to be on a Wednesday night. I believe that the date is July 15th. It's Wednesday at Addison, the Addison Improv. Y'all gonna come out?
I always try, but at the same time, my calendar is crazy, so I gotta see. But if I am here, I am there. You know that because I want to go. I've always wanted to see Michael Sean perform his comedy live because I know he's funny, but I've never seen the comedy show because I just never had an opportunity to go to the comedy show. But I definitely want to go see his comedy.
Yeah, me too.
And the show because I know it'd be funny. It's just a good time, and then to get a chance to hang out with him because I want to meet like all of them one day.
Tell them do one on a Saturday night when I ain't got to get up in the morning.
Well, Saturday we got. Well, they get out now. We don't be at the Improv long.
Have to one at 5:00 on a Thursday.
Listen, listen. That show starts on time at 8:00, and at 9:30 we are out.
Oh, nice.
Ain't nobody hanging around. Ain't no after party. It ain't none of that.
Yeah.
Jokes. We out. Can you hear them?
Yeah.
And now you know how big this place is. You know where I'm sitting. They all the way back there in their room.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah.
They act like it's just their house by themselves.
Well, same thing over here. You know, when when the ringleader get to hollering and all that old stuff. So
Yeah, I'm good.
We can bring Mike to Tulsa. Just give me a venue. We can make it happen.
They're out of town till Wednesday.
Mm.
It's empty. It's empty in the action domain. Yeah.
Well, I got to go get some detergent.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wash my drawers dirty. I ain't got no. Well, I should. Well, hell, that's the truth. I ain't got no clean drawers. Gotta wash my clothes.
It is what it is.
Okay. All right.
I actually got to go to the store too, though, because I got to grab. Yeah, I got to grab some stuff before they close, and then for my wife and them get back into town, I got to do a little bit of shopping.
So tomorrow, make sure y'all hang out. Same time. We got a guest tomorrow, Shawnee, right?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
His name is Baby G. He's a
Baby
rapper.
G. Oh, okay.
10-year-old rapper out of Dallas. He has a YouTube page. He's on fire. I like this little kid. I can see him going places. I want to see him. I told him, next year I want to see you on the BET stage. It ain't got to be the main stage, but you should be out there performing.
Hey, just real quick, fill me in on that because I missed out on that. How was the Juneteenth celebration down in Tyler? I mean, East Texas for being the first one. I mean, not the first one, but the first national one.
Okay. I just feel a certain way about Juneteenth being a national holiday. That's why I paused. But the parade was lovely. As usual, they had the parade, and we rode through the parade. We were behind Frogman. Frogman is a car detail shop there owned by a black guy. You don't want to be behind him in the parade because Frogman, he had 3 cars in, 2 of his rap vehicles, and then his daughter was like in her Challenger. They giving out hoverboards, PS4s, in the parade. They stopped and give out that. They started out throwing money out the car, making it rain. Instead of throwing the candy out, they throwing money out, dollar bills. And everybody's like, they dollar bills. Baby, they spend just like a 20. Because I told Tamron, girl, get out this car and pick up their money every time they throw it out.
No, that's right.
They playing, but it was good. It was a good turnout as usual. Then we met with Mike Sean came down and we had a meeting about some stuff. So we're putting in some stuff in place with Mike Sean there. And then we went to Uncle Jack. Shout out to them. That's a restaurant, black-owned restaurant. And I used to go there all the time when I lived there before, but it was called something else. It was owned by some other people, but now a black guy owns it. And then we went to the chicken ranch, Brookside Ranch, which is like 300 acres of nothing but fun. They have a pavilion there. Well, there's no chickens there. I don't know why they call it the chicken ranch. But people brought their 4-wheelers out, their dirt bikes, their motorcycles, their T-Rexes, their, everything. And so they just riding around. You bring your chairs, your tent.
Yeah.
And, I mean, just hang out. They had a gospel expo in the beginning. And then when I hosted the R&B part, and then after that, there was, I think, a little rap part. Lil Kiki was in the city, so everybody was shocking and rocking. So it was a good weekend.
Nice. Yeah. East Texas is always fun. It's a lot more fun than what people think.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, the whole Juneteenth thing, I was like, y'all out here celebrating Juneteenth as a national holiday, but your congressman is up there at Washington asking them if they can move your senator. What is Gorman? I can't remember what his position is, but he went to Congress and asked if somebody could go up there and move the moon to help with the Yeah, with the atmosphere and what's going on in the earth. I'm like, can somebody go move the moon? This who y'all put in office. This is y'all don't need you. This is who y'all put in office. That's just as bad as that TikTok I saw today where they say the science is from I don't want to get the place wrong, but a group of scientists from one of the islands said they need to send a rocket up to the sun. And the scientists from America said, "Well, you can't do that because it's going to burn up. It's not going to make it."
Yeah.
So the other scientists said, "Well, we're not trying to do it in the daytime. We're going to do it at night." I said, but we got Juneteenth as a federal holiday, so you know.
Cool. Oh man. Let me just say, ignorance is not cool, people. It's not cool.
They gonna go at night. I was like,
they gonna sneak up on it
at nighttime. Like you do know the sun it never stops. Right? You do understand that, right?
No, but he was serious too. He was like,
they said we gonna go at night.
He looking at you like, what are you thinking? We're going at night. Like, dude, we thought this out, dummy. We're going at night.
I mean,
anyway.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, all right. But we got Juneteenth as a federal holiday, but we still don't have a plan for Black America. I'm just saying, ain't no executive order, but we got Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Federal holiday.
Hurrah.
Yeah, we're celebrating being late.
Let's go to the store so we won't be late for that, Bink.
Yeah. Aldi, here I come.
Yeah. 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Y'all tomorrow with our guest, and thank you so much for your support. And
peace
bye.
out.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what you doing? I be in the brain room. I be in the break room. Hit 'em in the